Hi, I have an appointment with Brian.
Okay, what's your name?
Deion.
Hi, Deion. It's Fran. Nice to meet you. Now, there's going to be some questions I need to ask you in order to get a quote for you. First name is Deion.
Yeah.
That's D-E-I-O-N.
Yes.
Last name? Sorry.
Jenkins.
My spelling is just not that great. And you said Jenkins?
Yeah.
Okay. Your address?
72 Whitney Street.
Whitney Street, and that's in Auburn?
Yeah.
And your date of birth?
12596.
And do you work? Are you in school?
I'm in school.
You're a school student. Now, do you have your vehicle information that we're trying to quote?
Yes.
Basically, all I'll need is your VIN number.
Okay. It's 1 J 4 G W 4 8 S 2 2 C 1 2 1 2 9 4.
Okay. Now, these are just questions I'm going to need to ask you. Now, do you have any accidents or claims in the past 3 years?
No.
Do you have any violations in the past 3 years?
No.
Has your license ever been suspended?
No.
So far, so good. Anybody in the household? Any provide names and dates of birth, licensed household members?
Yes, my mom.
So you live with your parents?
Yeah.
And I take it they have their own insurance?
Yeah.
Okay, do you currently have auto insurance now?
No.
Now, the distance, you're a student, so the distance one way to school, how long?
About a mile.
About a mile? And the name that appears on the title or registration of the vehicle, is it just in your name, or is it in your name and your parents' name?
It's in my name.
It's in your name, okay. What coverages are you looking for? Are you looking for liability, meaning one way, or are you looking for physical damage two-way, which is full coverage? You want to check both? Check both?
Norm and I are always good at doing this stuff, so, and I will come up with something, so, yeah, it'll be, yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah, don't worry about that. And,
Here. I just need you to sign right here. That just basically tells me that all this is accurate. Oh, great. Doctor's handwriting. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. What I'm going to do now is, just from the information I'm showing here, I'm going to go right straight to Progressive. And we'll do up a quote here really quick. Okay? So I'm going to click under a new quote for the state of Maine and auto. This double screen gets me all the time. Okay, so the date I'm going to be putting in the policy would be today. We'll just use today's date. This is when you want to get the policy started, correct? Today?
Yeah.
Okay. And this is not a named authorized policy, meaning you don't have an SR22 or anything like that. It's seeing that you have no violations. It doesn't. That tells me you should.
Yeah.
Okay, and here's just the principal named insured would be you. So I'm just going to put the information that I took from you earlier and put it in the system, okay? Okay. And are you a junior or not?
I'm a senior.
Is there an apartment or is this?
It's first floor.
How long have you lived in current address?
About
More than a year?
more than a year.
Okay. Insurance, continuous, and you don't have insurance now, so that would be. Gotta go to the next screen. This screen is just gonna tell me information on the vehicle, okay?
Okay.
Let's see. Now I'm gonna hit verify. That should pull up, is that the correct vehicle?
Yep.
Okay. And you say that you just go to and from school?
Yes.
You don't, do you have a job or anything?
No.
Okay, so we're gonna click that on pleasure. Because it's under so many miles and pocket use. Vehicle use for delivery? No, you don't want that. I'm not gonna put this social security number until we know for sure this is something you wanna go with, and I can just go back into and correct all that, okay?
Okay.
And you're single, eh?
Yeah.
Single? Yeah. Ask that question, you never know. Okay, driver's license valid. And you're still in school, correct?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that down. Senior?
Yes.
State filings, continue. Now it's gonna go to the screen for violations. We don't have any violations, so I'm just gonna click continue. Then go to the next. And these are just questions that the company's gonna need to know some information. Do you have another progressive policy at all?
No.
Apply paperless discount. Basically, in order to do, they give you a discount if you want to do everything by email instead of sending anything by mail. It's a paperless discount. Are you interested in something like that, or do you rather have the paper come through the mail and shows you your policy and all that information?
I'd rather go with paperless.
Go with paperless?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to put yes on that. Registered owner, which is, yes, that's you. Primary residence, and your parents, right? Now we're going to come to the screen of coverages. You want me to check both liability and full coverage. So liability, like I was explaining earlier, is one-way insurance. Liability covers the other party in case of an accident. What coverage? Normal state minimum is 50, 100, 25. What I mean by 50, 100, 25, I'm throwing these figures at you. 50,000 per person, 100,000 per accident, 25,000 for property damage. That state minimum. I don't normally like to use those limits, only because for property damage, 25,000 is not enough coverage. Say you get in an accident with another party, and you hit a $45,000 vehicle, total it. Most it's going to pay out of your policy is 25. So, and then of course, what's going to happen to the rest? They're going to sue you for the rest. So, I always seem to go higher, whether it's the 50, 150, or the next one would be 100,000 per accident, 300,000 per accident, and 100,000 for property damage. That gives you above and beyond, and that way, just in case coverage, you never know.
Yeah.
So what coverages would you like me to do? Do the 100, 300, 100, or do you want me to go down? Of course, the higher limits, the more money, the more expensive. Do you want me to check different rates or different ones? Different limits?
Yeah.
Yeah, check. Okay. So let's start with, we can do a comparison. Let's start with the 50, 100, 50.
Yeah.
And UM and UIM is uninsured or underinsured coverage. This is something that is automatic in the state of Maine. You have to have these coverages, so, and they match what your liability limits are up on top, okay? Med pay. We can do 2,000, 5,000, or 10,000. Usually with the 50, 150, automatic is 2. It's included in the rate. Anything over the 2,000 is a minimum premium for it. Basically what this is, med pay, is if you get injured in your vehicle, it's a small injury. Say you got a couple of cuts and went to the doctors and stuff, and it's anything under $5,000, your policy will pay out into that.
Yeah.
Anything over your liability limits will kick in. Okay?
Okay.
So Are you comfortable with the 2 or do you want to go with the 5?
I'm gonna stick with the 2.
2, okay. And this is, we'll start with the liability only and we'll do a comparison, okay?
Okay.
Okay, enroll in snapshot. This is something new. Okay, this is a snapshot. It's a device. It simply plugs into the car's diagnostic port. It collects driving data. It basically, if you plug it in, it'll tell you that you're, whether you're a good driver or a bad driver. Basically, I'll just bring it down to that. It'll tell you, oh yeah, he's current, common. Yeah, he's going the distance as he's telling you.
Yeah.
If not, this will automatically give information to Progressive, and you might see a change in your policy when renewal comes. So is this something that you're interested in, or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Do you know how many miles you drive annually? Less than 9,000, 9,000 to 15?
Less than 9,000.
Less than, okay. Is the vehicle driven between midnight and 4 a.m. in the
No.
during the night? Okay. Oops. How often do you drive heavily congested roads?
Not that
Probably
much.
less than 40%.
Yeah.
Do you frequently brake hard or accelerate rapidly?
No.
So it's telling you that because of the answers here, it's going to probably give you a good discount on that. Okay, so we're going to continue. And right here is telling me that with your paperless discount and, well, it says paid in full discount. Didn't go to the next screen, let's go to the next screen, so I'm going to continue. What are you looking to do as far as, do you want to pay it in full? Do you want to set it up for EFT or by mail? Meaning you get a bill, well, actually you set up for paperless, so they'll send you an email telling you when your due dates are ready. Due dates, payments that are due. You can do the 5-pay, which is 20% down, and then divided by, it's 4 installments. And as you can see, these are the prices. Total, right now, if you paid in full, they usually give you a discount. It's $1,898 every 6 months. This is a 6-month policy, not a year policy. If we do the EFT, it automatically gives you another discount. And that's EFT set up through your savings and checking. And as you can see, it's a little bit more for the EFT. And then by mail, as you can see, it's a little bit, it's almost a couple $100 more if we do it that way. Which one would you be interested in?
Pay fully.
You pay in one installment?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're looking at right now for these coverages, which is the $50,000 per person, $100,000 per accident, $50,000 for property damage, you're looking at a premium of $1,898 every 6 months. I can print. Do you want me to print each one so you can show
Okay.
different ones? Okay.
Voice was high.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that's very silly.
Now, do you want me to print it with the selected bill plan or with all of them, so that way you can see?
With
I thought that you
With
could
all?
call with all these crazy names.
Did you hear about the,
I'm on
Let's
6.
go with the higher limits
Okay.
with liability, and then we can go into the full coverage, okay? Now, medical, do you want me to bring the medical up to 5,000 or leave it at the 2,000?
Leave it at 2,000.
looks like, yeah, he passed away.
Okay.
And then it's gonna give me so with the higher limits of 100,000 per person, 300,000 per accident, 100,000
Yeah.
for property damage, you're looking at 2,080 every 6 months. Okay? I'll also put that one
Last name.
with all the pin numbers. Now let's look at full coverage. We'll bring it down.
All right. Great, give me a couple of
Okay,
hours.
so let's go back, I'm gonna bring
and,
down
I'll
the
get back to you
limits,
before I
and then
leave
we'll
for
check
day.
the full coverage.
You're
There's
welcome.
two types of deductibles, there's comp and there's collision. Comp is, we'll start with it. Collision is colliding with, vehicle, building, structure. And comp is if you collide with a wild animal, meaning, like a deer, moose, not someone's pet, that would fall under collision. A glass breakage, vandalism, theft of a vehicle, that all falls under comp. You have two separate deductibles, and they start from anywhere from, comp starts at 100, and it goes, as you can see, it goes up to 2,000. The common deductibles I see is 100 comp, 500 collision is usually common, or 100 comp, 250 collision. That's another one that I sell a lot too.
Yeah, I really.
Which ones would you be interested in?
100.
For the comp?
Yeah.
Hey,
And
Chris,
how about
how's
for
it going?
collisions?
Hey, good.
This one does offer 100. Usually you don't see that. Usually it starts at, collision starts at 250, 500. But obviously this one's showing me that it starts at 100.
Yeah.
The lower your deductible, the higher premium. The higher
That's all right.
deductible, the lower the premium.
That's all right, let me see if I can pull them up.
What would you be interested in?
I just like to, give credit to those people when they.
Go 100.
Do 100.
Okay.
Okay, not a problem. I'll
Rental
get back to you.
is,
Thank you, bye-bye.
you get in an accident. The only time you're gonna use this is if you get in an accident, your vehicle's not drivable, and you need a rental vehicle. Under this policy, we'll give you, it's not an automatic without, it's $30 per day, up to 900, meaning 30 days. Or vice versa, as you see, 40 per day, 1,200 maximum, 50 per day, 15 maximum, which is 30 days. Usually by then you're out of the rental and into your vehicle, fixed vehicle at that time. Are you interested in something like this or not? Do you have, if you have AAA, you really don't?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, do you want to do the 30
Yeah.
a day? Okay. Roadside assistance is vehicle breaks down anytime. It doesn't necessarily mean that while you get in an accident, you're locked out of the car. You need someone to come over and help you get in. That's usually for a roadside assistant. Vehicle needs to be towed, breaks down somewhere. That's where it kicks in. I believe this coverage, I want to say, is, doesn't give me how much. I want to say it's up to either $50 per tow or $75 per tow. Is an automatic with this. Is this something that you're interested in? Tell you, as you can see, the rates go up. With these coverages, you're looking at $3,232 every 6 months. Now, if we change, do you want me to print this screen and then maybe change the collision deductible to 500 and show you a difference? Yeah? Now let's change this to 500. And then deductible on collision. See how much it brings down your premium to $2,908 with a $500 deductible for under collision. Do you want me to print this one also? I hit the wrong one and cancel. I wanted to give you the one with all the bill plans so that you can see the paid in full and you'll see everything. Decide what you
Okay.
want.
Yes.
Okay, so let's fit this.
Yeah.
You probably want to take a little bit and look at these and discuss this. You can discuss this with your parents if you want to.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So we've got quite a bit of ones to look at and go through. If you have any questions or concerns on these, and again, if you're at home, you decide you have any questions, please don't hesitate. My number, you'll see the, actually I can give you my business card, which is right here. I'll put it right with it. And if you have any questions, concerns, please just give me a call. You can ask for me.
Thank you.
Not a problem.
It's nice meeting
It
you.
was nice meeting you, and wish you luck hunting of insurance. Could be a little hectic going through all that.
Thank you.
There you go, sir. Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too.